Following morning, I'm going to tip to get rid of rubble. Hardcore bit. Struggling a bit. Come on, old girl. Come on, girl. Think I need another pump. Yeah. Right, got rid of the rubble. Now we can carry on. As you can see, that's all cleared out now. Right. This house used to be built as, initially or originally, it's been built as 2 flats. So downstairs, underneath, is a kitchen with exactly the same layout, same as this used to be in the kitchen. That's why I had so big fireplace. So the range cooker and the flues and everything else. Now, in the meantime, back 90s, this has been converted in a single house. So this became a bedroom with large chimney breast. Now, after we bought the house, we decided to clear that out and also clear out the big chimney breast in the kitchen eventually, but in order to do that we need to remove this top one. So this here is the flue from the kitchen extractor that went up to the roof, and need to make a new space for new kitchen extractor now, and that's going to be within the base of this old fireplace. Because if you imagine now downstairs, what we have is a ceiling, a leg here and a leg there, and a concrete beam with a fully infilled masonry above. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to retain the concrete beam or concrete ceiling here, or downstairs, retain the front wall and clear out all the debris inside and making it effectively like a pit, like a box in there. Then after that I'm going to cut in section of the face downstairs in the kitchen and make a removable panel. So extractor air pump will go in there, well not there but there, underneath from the kitchen. But I can't do loads of demolition in the kitchen because I haven't got security clearance for it yet. Need to do this bit first. So in order to prepare for it, I'm going to dig down up to the concrete slab, clear all of that, and then I can repair the joisting up here and have plenty of space within the chimney downstairs for new extractor. Once that is done, then I can concentrate on this side, which, don't know if I mentioned before, them two sections had quarry tiles on, and that is concrete. But I know for a fact it's a concrete laid on timber joists. So joists about 9 inches high, they're 9 by 2s I believe, because I want to make bathroom in that corner there, like a little shower room. Them heating pipes, they're going through the concrete, you can see going down, you can see it's a little bit there lagged, that grey stuff, and then goes under the floor and joins up with this bit here, and you can see surface pipes there. So I'm going to get all them pipes down below, and all the plumbing that I need for the shower room will have to go through the floor, so that screed there will have to be smashed up. So that's more noise, unfortunately, but first more noise on that side because I want to clear that end and get it ready for kitchen extractor. So PPE, you can see how dusty that mask is, and rehydrate every now and again. And as you can see the bricks there. This was part of the ceiling. They suspended it off the joisting and concreted all that in across as the base for here. So all that's coming out, and then we're digging a pit in that section there in the middle. And here is my chimney now, and it's fully chopped up. So that's the one leg, so half brick there and another half was there. That was the leg. And here we had another leg that was wider, as you can see, from that point to that point all the way down, and the flue swayed into a hole in a slab. And that's the front brickwork. That is basically visible from the kitchen side underneath. That's where I'm going to cut hole and then position a fan in here, inline fan, and extract it through that brickwork to the cupboard, boiler cupboard, straight outside. I might need to move some pipes and do some adjustments in that cupboard, but that's a different thing now.
You can see here, that's the ceiling, plaster laths, and I got new plasterboard underneath plaster laths when I done the kitchen last time. So now, next thing I need to do here is I'll remove these boards. There's about 5 by 2 or 6 by 2 here that holds the boards up. I'll leave that in place. I'm gonna trim this short trimmer because that goes from the first joist to here, nice and square. Then I'm gonna put 8 by 2 joist along here with joist hangers on both ends, and then another 8 by 2 parallel with this wall, and that will actually form my new floor structure. I'll have to cut these floorboards back in line with the middle of that joist that goes that way, so I can actually then complete it with new flooring. I'll probably cut it all the way through because that there is a bit of mishmash and mess, so it's just going to be cut all the way through. New joisting there, so a couple joists, and then new floor all the way through, and then that's going to be the chimney done. Obviously, to top it, I need to do a similar thing, but with 4 by 2 ceiling joists. I'm just going to run them across, put a couple more there, and that will take new ceiling. Job's done. Now, in regards to the rest of the room, I got that concrete floor that they laid on joisting. As you can see, there's a joist, and one there, and then they filled in a few inches down with the boards, and then just poured concrete over it, and there is about 4 inches of concrete sitting on it. That's heavy. That is heavy. So I'm going to remove that. One of the reasons is to access subfloor for services like plumbing and electrics. I need to remove that power socket from there. I need to remove the light switch. The power probably goes down. I need to chop out there and have a look. I got the heating pipes feeding the bathroom on surface there. Then they go through this concrete slab. You can see a little bit there and a little bit there. And then they go under the floor and rejoin there. And they go that way towards the boiler. Now, I don't like surface pipes, so I'll get them all underneath. I can get them underneath. That section there is going to be a shower room, as I said, so I need full access to underfloor for my waste pipes from the shower, basin, probably toilet, or toilet might go straight out. I'll see on that. Another thing is that pipe there, that's the iron pipe, and that's the hot water pipe for the bathroom, all apart from the shower. So basically basin and bath, and I would like to sort that out as well, because when I started busting this here, I went to the bathroom afterwards to wash my hands, and the water was rusty with loads of sediment, rust sediment, all got loosened up from that pipe. So that pipe is very saturated with rust. I mean, it's been here since 1935, so it might not be a bad idea to change it, and I'll be able to do that once remove this concrete. Just to note, this concrete being 4 inches thick in this area, it's just over 0.6 of cube, and that is just under 1.5 ton, because a cubic meter of concrete is just shy of 2.5 ton. So this is about 1.5 ton of concrete just sitting on this wooden floor over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 joists. Crazy. It's already cracked. You can see the crack there. Don't know if you can see it. Yeah, there, like that. It's already got cracks on it. I mean, it feels solid when you walk, obviously, because it's not bouncy, and you got that feel of concrete, but it'll be better to take it out. So here is done 1/3. Got 1 more third to go. See that? It's just ridiculous. It's definitely at least 1.5 tons. And this is a single cable leading to that socket alongside of these pipes. Okay, pipes have been covered to protect from cement, but cable is in a definitely not in the zone. Right, okay, start clearing up. Just to show what happens when iron pipe gets disturbed, I'll take this off. Right, hot water. That's what happens. Rust. And all this rust sediment. Now I can see why I took this filter out first. I mean, more will come out as well. And demolition finally done. 1.5 tons concrete removed. Some evidence of 1930s plumbers, how they're bashing the walls with club hammers just to get pipes in. So I'll have to sort that out. Big holes there. That was literally just sort of rendered with some bags and stuff. Horrible. My daughter had the suggestion, instead of dedicating that side for the bathroom ensuite, to actually dedicate that side, because she said you already got plumbing there, but that plumbing needs to be altered. But as I'm altering that plumbing, I might alter it to actually work for this bathroom as well. My first thought of having a bath on this side is to go with the toilet straight out, and I got provision down when I redone my sewer around the house. I got provision to run a new soil stack from the ground floor up on that corner. But now this concrete is removed, what I can actually do is lift these boards up, say from this bay, and run the pipe from the toilet down and straight out. I know that's an extra 3.5 meters, but if I put a single pipe in with a nice fall, going from that point all the way down there, I should not have any issues. All I'll have to do is I'll have to put air admittance valve somewhere in the bathroom on this side, because it's quite a long run. But that's doable. Now I got this hot water pipe exposed. It's at the moment it's feeding hot water to that bathroom. Bathroom on the other side is feeding through there, goes across, as you can see there, and across into the bathroom, and it's been teed off here for I believe the old sink kitchen sink used to be in here. So that's all getting redundant. I'm going to take all that out and run new water supply from the loft down to that wall, to that point, much quicker, because my hot water cylinder is there. At the moment it goes across, it goes down and that way. So what I'm going to go and do is from the tank straight across and then down, and that will serve that bathroom and the bathroom next door. Simples. The other reason what she said is that window is non-opener. That window opens. I was going to replace that window to one that can open, but I don't have to now because I got window here. She had really good point there. Now, so that's that bit. Demolition is done. Now I'm gonna do framework, all the woodwork basically. So as we got here, we got that first joist, and floorboards run flush with the right hand side of the joist. I'm gonna cut all these floorboards nice and straight halfway on the joist so I can receive another set of flooring that goes that way. Gonna remove all of that, find the joist wherever it's here. I think I can see it through the floorboard there, through that gap, and then just cut in nice straight line, remove all that mishmash off, remove that, and then put two new joists between these two trimmers, nice two new bits of 8x2, and that will be ready to take new floor on this side here. Now, whilst I'm doing that, or actually before I put joisting, whilst I got access to this pit here, because that's where our kitchen extractor is going to go, I'm going to core a hole on the side wall here into the cupboard, the boiler cupboard, and other side, and I'll run a pipe through it, so it's all ready for connecting for kitchen extractor. Then I can put these joists in. If I try to do it after the joist, I'm just gonna shoot myself in the foot by restricting access. So I'm gonna do that first. Drill it there, and also, whilst I got core drill out, I might as well drill another 4-inch hole in that bay there, straight out for our toilet pipe. Also, I'm gonna have a shower here somewhere and a basin. I might as well run a couple of pipes or one smaller pipe through that bay and straight out, say 40 mil for the shower and basin. So yeah, so I can trim all this woodwork, drill hole there, hole there, hole there and there, and then put a joisting in, patch in this joisting here, and then do a stud walls here for the bathroom with a doorway. And then we can do plumbing, and then we can do electrics, and then we can close the floors up, and then we can do all the plasterboard and get it ready for plastering. In the meantime, my kitchen is downstairs. I got two sets of lights. One is somewhere here and one is somewhere over there on separate switches. So they got switch 1, switch 2. My sink is underneath that window there. I always find it's a bit dark when you stand in front of the sink because lights are behind your back. You cast shadow over the sink. So I might as well put two lights, like spotlights, on either side of the sink for downstairs, whilst I got access to this floor, and run a cable and down to the light switch that is by the doorway, because it's pretty much same layout as here. So you got like switch going up, across, and then two spotlights, but that's going to be underneath this floor. I can use opportunity now whilst this floor is open or semi-open. Yeah, easy. And my advice is to anyone doing any building work, keep it tidy, because you don't need, well, I don't need tins of paint here now. I don't need some rubbish, because any rubbish is gone. Don't need to pile up any materials or tools that I don't need at this stage. Do it stage by stage, step by step, and clear up in between. Much easier.